Hey, what's up guys, aarava here and welcome back to the episode of my F1 2019 Manager career mode here with Red Bull Honda for round number 8 at the German Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the previous one then be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. A pretty damn good episode actually in terms of results. Could have been even better because, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen that episode yet, Verstappen was on pole. It looked like we maybe had some race winning pace, but then obviously the strategy, we just went a bit too risky maybe. The tyre wear was also too poor for us to go. Basically the rain was coming down and we just couldn't get to that period, and then during the wet I also misjudged, the inter to wet transition. Basically, made a few mistakes in terms of strategy, but learned some stuff as well about where our car is really in general. The tyre wear still is something we need to really kind of home in on and try and work on in a way, but that might not get fixed till next year's car, really, in all honesty. But we move on then with the season ahead and try and build upon what was that pole and the eventual 4th place there for Max Verstappen. But we got question 1 of 1. Ferrari's Leclerc had a bit of a disaster in that race, finishing down in 24th place. I'm gonna say unlucky, just because it gives us a trait of being able to sign him maybe in the future. You never know. And just also I didn't fancy really slagging off Ferrari or anything like that for any reason. But mistake percentage-wise, we've now got to really definitely swap this guy out. But that's why we've rested so many of these guys. We've got some good rotations going on here with everyone, apart from these guys who are definitely very tired with the fixings. We can also swap in this guy. We're going to go for, 16. Love that. Love that. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this guy because he's very tired. And he's going to get burnt out pretty soon. He's got 5 races left, but I'm just going to fire him because he doesn't really have too much to offer. In terms of anyone else, I kind of want to change these fixing guys, but also we haven't had to fix anything in a long while, so I don't think we need to necessarily even bother with that. So we can kind of maybe just stick in. Actually, yeah, you know what? We can probably just stick in some random people because it doesn't really matter in terms of how the fixing speed is. So we'll move on then. Still working on that engine. That will get done. I don't know if it's going to get done before the Grand Prix. 42 days. That's probably not even going to get done before the German Grand Prix, unfortunately. So we've got a long way to go in terms of the car repair. So the car is going to be basically the same car we ended with at Guildford that we go to Munich with. Our factory staff is idle. We may as well improve the reliability. We've maximized that engine. That's good. We may as well improve the reliability of all these parts. We'll go the front wing. And we'll go with the rear wing, which is pretty weak. I'm actually going to remove this engine because the engine's not been too bad as of late. So we'll do the wings and the brakes before the German Grand Prix. So that'll be 100% reliability on those. And we just move forward then and go slowly towards Munich. We've got server problems there, apparently. I'm going to have to spend 500k or chairman happiness is minus 25. So time for an upgrade. We've got the money to spare, though. And right now, because we're not spending money on new parts because we're waiting on the engine, then we're going to be saving a lot of money in this episode specifically, so we can afford $500,000 there, easy. We've got a 40% chance of rain in Munich, so there might be a good hunch there's some rain involved in this race weekend as well. So we've had rain involved in some sort of way for the last 2 episodes. We're going to make it 3 out of 3 then here for the German Grand Prix, which will be good. 40% chance of rain. That might give us a good chance of rain in the race, which obviously will help us out if it's a straightforward kind of wet period. Of course, the wet period at the British Grand Prix didn't help us out because I made a mistake there. But we've got we've got a chance to now get a vote in for 1 million. So I'm gonna view the votes and see what there is. Maybe I'm gonna go for the vote of ERS. That's gonna cost a minimum of 1 million on the chassis part, but I think ERS would be fun. It was fun in the last season, so I'm going to go for that. It would benefit a lot of teams and would not benefit just 2 teams, so it could have a good chance of going through there. So I'll spend 1 million, see what's what, because if it comes in, also it will help us at Red Bull Honda in terms of fuel saving as well. But we're not going to get to vote on that this episode. We're going to go then for the German Grand Prix. Lenovo in for our sponsor. Tyre wear is very low, so I'm going to take plenty of supers, a lot of softs, and then only 3 mediums there. Go really aggressive here at this race weekend. Obviously, it says clear right now, but I think there's still going to be a decent chance of rain, so we'll see about that. In terms of fit part, I think we're all good from last episode, really, so we're just going to move forward then. Right, into practice. No rain in practice, so this should finally be a nice, smooth practice session for us. Although, to be fair, Guildford was quite smooth for us as well. So not complaining too much. We have 4 laps on the soft tyres, but quickly just getting a setup dialed in here from a setup from last year, from the Renault career. So we'll see how the setup translates over to the Red Bull car. Translated pretty damn well in the last few episodes, really. So let's see how it goes. And then we'll tweak it and then obviously get going with the tyre knowledge. But, oh, it translated very well for Verstappen. So he can just get going then. 8 laps, soft tyres, 97%. Off you pop then, mate. Off you pop. Gasly, a little bit more then. So he didn't like the suspension. To be fair, we've got 50 suspensions. So we're right slap bang in the middle, actually, for that. So it looks like he might want more understeer because there's just more of the bar to go. So let's just go for that maybe and see how that works out for him. We'll go for 8 laps and kind of hopefully trust that will be the right way and direction to go in and try and get that knowledge nailed down as well. Right, level 3 got on the soft and the on the race trim, and Gasly, that's a pretty decent direction, I guess. He went in 1 excellent, 2 great, 96%, 1% less than Verstappen. I'll take that. I want to kind of focus on making sure we get this knowledge because we're over halfway through the session now, so we need to try and squeeze out of this super soft knowledge and the quali trim knowledge, and Verstappen's had to waste some time coming back in. Right, quali, 3 laps, go, 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 super softs, go. Right, going to qualifying then, we got level 2, unfortunately, only on the super softs and quali trim off that. So like I said, it was going to be close for time, and with the feedback level that these two have, just wasn't able to squeeze out. But level 2 is better than level 1, and better than nothing, so we'll take it. So we'll go into Q1 then. Doesn't look like there's going to be any rain, though, so we should be good. So we're going to send them out on the middle tyre, really, and just try and get through this Q2 session pretty quickly. Alright, into Q2, Verstappen sending a very good time on soft tyres, so it looks like our car has some continued pace. Obviously, we've made improvements to the engine again from Guildford to now with those upgrades, because remember, we maxed out those 2 engines at the very start of this episode, so obviously a step forward in that kind of gist, and obviously being Red Bull, we're pretty good on most other fronts in the car, so looking good. So into Q2 then, we also send Gasly out on another worn set of super softs, because some people were pointing out that the form changes if you sit in the garage for long. So trying to test out if that made a difference. Didn't really. Gasly's still on 1.9 form there. But going to wait a hot minute for the track just to go up a little bit. And then we'll send them out for 1 run. And that should be fine. Right, Verstappen's purple across the line. He's looking very good. Verstappen is the man in form at the moment there. Looking very, very decent. Gasly's 1.1 off Verstappen here. So Gasly's losing a lot of form. And he's just not looking that quick. So the power of finally giving Verstappen the better engine is really paying out. Verstappen's using it to the maximum potential here. So we could have another situation where we go for pole maybe. And we could have a second chance of going for a top 2 place at least. Or even a win, dare I say. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. But it's looking very, very good right now. But I know in Q3, these AI love to turn up a notch. So let's just wait and see what we look like in the top 12. But we're through into Q3. Nice and easy. You know, there's a whole 1 second gap then to the elimination zone. So clearly you can see the top teams have really started to pull away. Formula A really has become Formula A as we went through this season so far. Alright, it's the big one. It's Q3, the last session. It's time to do this thing. I'm going to send them out straight away there. Going to do 2 runs. And let's see how it goes. I'm hoping Gasly can pick up his socks a little bit there in this session and try and close back up to Verstappen time-wise. But let's see. I'm kind of focusing more on the Dutchman here. The Verstappen man in pole position at Guildford. Can he do it again at Germany? Let's see. All right, here we go. Flying laps. Let's see how we do in terms of sector times there. Apparently Gasly's 1:10, 3/10 off Verstappen as it stands here. As they go to the line, Verstappen purple across the line, and it is provisional pole. Gasly 5/10 off there, so that is probably going to be a little bit further down the order, so he still has some time to find. He's got very bad form here, so I don't really know. He's had bad form the entire weekend, no matter what I've done, really, with Gasly, unfortunately. But he's down to P4. That's not too bad, actually. P4 is still very decent, I would say, for P5. Still very decent. Oh, Hamilton's pipped us. Didn't realise that. Hamilton pipped us by 1/10 there. That's only 1/10, though, so we could still find that time, maybe. I'm going to go ahead with Gasly a little bit earlier, try and get in some clean air. So I'm going to now go for Verstappen as well. There you go, mate. Let's go. Let's see what he can do. Both drivers with very good clean air. You can see Gasly all on his own. And Verstappen the same thing. Right, let's focus on Gasly. Let's see if we can improve. I want to see green sector times, mate. Green sector times. We go through your lap then. Let's see. Oh, white first sector. Doesn't help us. 2/10 down. White second sector. He's not improving. Verstappen is, though. He's gone purple in the first sector. That's good. But Gasly, no improvements there. That's really piss poor. That's really just that's not great. P5. But Verstappen, 2 purples. This is going well. He's found a lot of time on this second run. Here he goes across the line. And, oh my God, are you kidding me? It's 300ths off. 300ths off Hamilton for pole. And that is it. That's the end of our session. So we're on the front row, but not on pole position. Vettel might even come and spoil the front row party for us. He's purple, green. Is it going to be a devastation for us? Vettel cross the line. No, it's not. Look how close that is. 300s, 400s. That is a really close top three. We're finally in the mix. We can finally fight now with the improvements we made to this car, I think, with Verstappen. We just need to try and nail the strategy now. Second place, though. That is good. Gasly P6. A little bit more work to do, of course, though. He's got a much more inferior car. So let's not completely, you know, just thrash him. He is obviously leading Verstappen in the standings right now. All right, race time then. We're stuck on the super soft tyres, but there's going to be no rain in this race. Car setup wise, tyre wear is 24 lap. I'm pretty sure the softs go a long way, so I think the soft tyres will be something we use more this race. I'm going to go soft and race trim knowledge. Soft and race trim knowledge. Setup, driver strategy, attack, overtake. I mean, there's not much else to say, really. We're just going to go in and see how it goes, really. I want to see what this first stint pace is like for Verstappen. That's going to be the real key if we can do anything in this race. So here we go then to 5 red lights to the German Grand Prix from the front row of the grid. Verstappen on second place. 5 red lights are out and we're underway. It's a slow start there for Verstappen. Down to third place, being attacked by his teammate as well. Gasly up into P5, but then the Renault of Ricciardo with the dive bomb there. That's not great for us. We're really being hounded backwards in this Grand Prix. We're down to P4, pushing hard, coming back at the Ferrari though, up into P3, up into P2 maybe even, as we continue to push on. Let's go medium fuel. Let's go pushing there, pushing and medium. Gasly's P5. It's a checkerboard of Ferrari and Red Bull. Hamilton getting away, though, in first place, unfortunately. But can we still go for second place, maybe? As the Ferraris don't look as quick as that Merc of Hamilton in the last few episodes, really. So do we have a chance to maybe close up on Vettel? Let's see. Meanwhile, Gasly makes a mistake trying to close up on his old pal, Leclerc, there in P4. Verstappen keeping Vettel very much honest here in this Grand Prix. I think the same thing for Gasly on Leclerc. Yeah, so looking pretty damn good, boys. Let's try and hunt these Ferrari cars if we can. Try and get a 2-3 if it's possible. All right, sit rep on lap 5 onto 6. Still third place and P5. Still keeping them very honest, though. You can see visually, Vettel's still right there. Same thing for Leclerc and Gasly. So this is looking very, very exciting. Just need to, I don't know what to do, really, to break the deadlock. Maybe a little bit of pushing and then conserving might help us a little bit. All right, sit rep on lap 14. Verstappen, we've fallen away from Vettel somewhat now. He's got some good pace. Our tyre wear's kicked in a little bit, but also we've been conserving because now I'm going to push flat out and pit in for an earlier pit stop onto soft tyres. Gasly, pretty much the same thing, falling away a little bit from Leclerc, but not as much as Verstappen to Vettel, but both just pushing hard now, overheating these tyres because then we're going to come in very, very soon. But we're going to set the, nearly the fast lap of the Grand Prix, not quite. Tyres overheated though for Verstappen, that's fine. We're going to come in on this lap very, very soon. Actually, you know what? Verstappen's got a good tyre wear still. Gasly's the one that needs to come in for an earlier pit stop, so we're going to pit in. His tyres can only go 43 laps, though, so actually might need to go a little bit longer even with Gasly. That's unfortunate. Right, keep going then, keep going. Right, going to pit in this lap with Verstappen, and also I think double stack him with Gasly here as well. Gasly's going to have to really focus on his tyre wear because we've lost a lot of pace here with his tyre wear kicking in. He's just generally got worse tyre wear than Verstappen. You can see it on the actual number stats when we look at the pit strategy, but they're both in. Verstappen, good pit stop. Gasly, good pit stop. No mistake there on the pit stops for either of them, so that's very good. So we'll go medium and pushing. We'll go medium and neutral for Gasly. And we'll see what we can do. I mean, Gasly to Leclerc, the gap is still about 3 seconds, so that's still okay. Verstappen is now obviously out on these fresh tyres. Let's see. Let's go full out attack, actually, and high for a sec. Let's see if we can do anything of jumping Vettel, maybe. Is he still going on the super soft tyres? Grosjean's crashed, yellow flags, but no safety car there, so we continue on, and we are in, well, we set purples, so let's see how this goes then. We set a purple middle sector. Right, Vettel's in the pits, where is he? He's going to come out, just behind Verstappen. We've jumped Vettel. That is very, very good. He's on full out attack, though. We're going to be on, neutral. We need to go conserve, really. We don't have a lot of fuel to play with, so I'm worried about that because we're burning fuel very much so, trying to keep ahead of Vettel, and he's past us. He's got us. We need to go low fuel. We need to go low fuel, otherwise we won't have enough fuel for them this race. Meanwhile, Gasly just keeping at it and keeping in sights of Leclerc, just ahead of Bottas as well. Of course, Bottas is a threat in the Mercedes car, so we need to watch out for that as well. But alas, a brief bit of glimmer getting ahead of Vettel. But now we're behind. We have less tyre wear to burn than Vettel, so I think that might just be our race over, you know, because we also have to go low fuel because we've got so much more fuel to save with Verstappen than Gasly. Right, Verstappen sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix on lap 35 there, doing really well at this stage of the race. Tyre wear, obviously, though, is 60% compared to Vettel and Hamilton, so will be very iffy on the end of this. Gasly have overheated his tyres, so that's my bad, but I basically decided that Gasly probably won't make it in this Grand Prix anyway on these tyres, so might as well push them. Alright, Bottas has passed us now. That's really not great for Gasly. I don't really know, man. There's nothing I can do, really, to make Gasly perform a little better right now, apart from giving him better parts again, but obviously that takes away from Verstappen's potential. We're behind Bottas now. We've got a lot of gap to Ricciardo. Definitely thinking about making that second pit stop and just trying something different a little bit, really, with him. Because you can see the tyre wear difference is just a lot more for him. And even now, I'm having to conserve to try and underheat. What's that? Leclerc. Leclerc's hit a major issue there. 0% tyre wear. I think he's got a puncher. I think Leclerc's got a puncher, so Gasly will get one free position there, at least. He's going to pit. Okay, interesting. Well, at 54, bailed on the idea of pitting Gasly, because we're actually gained a position here on Bottas, because he's pit. There's 3 laps left. He's 4 seconds behind. He's probably going to catch us, but we weren't going to do anything by pitting Gasly again, so it was kind of one of those wishful thinking ideas for me that if we pit him, maybe we could try and go super fast and gain on Bottas, but just don't think it was possible, so this is a better idea. Meanwhile, Verstappen has also jumped Vettel for pitting late, so we've got 2 laps left. Okay, both drivers basically are now defending against people with fresh tyres. I don't know if it's possible, if we'll be able to get to the end. Let's see. In terms of fuel as well, is a little bit iffy, but I'll try it. But I don't think for us there's any point pitting. May as well try and keep this track position, really. Let's go to the last lap of the Grand Prix. Going to push flat out now with these guys, because it's the last lap. May as well push flat out with... Well, actually, with Gasly, maybe not so much. All right, going to go pushing and high. Watch the fuel levels for both these guys and try and get it towards the end. This actually might be a very good result, you know. We might have just fluked ourselves into a good result. Verstappen is looking okay. Verstappen's going to look good for P2. It's Verstappen P2. Yes! We've got a top 2 finish here. And we had a fastest lap at the very end. Very good stuff there for Verstappen. How did he have the tyre wear for that? How did he have the pace for that? For a fastest lap at the end there. And Gasly has also just about got to the end here in 4th place. GG's. 2nd and 4th. That's our best race result. And I was really down about that. I did not think that was going to be a good race. I thought Vettel and Bottas had us for sure there at the end there. What you know, they were the ones that made a mistake for an extra pit stop. And we ploughed on and just about limped across the line for P2 and P4. In the end, that's been a fantastic result and race. And we got that, you know, first time getting on the second step of the podium. Good stuff. Right, the only thing we have left to be ticked off here in this season now is a race win, because we got a pole, we got a podium, we got 2nd place, 3rd place. It's just a win now that just eludes us. Okay, pretty decent actually. I did not think that was going to work, but you know, we took the risk there of not pitting them again, and it worked. Oh, what? Oh, we won the Grand Prix! We won the Grand Prix! What happened? Oh, what happened? Did Hamilton... Hamilton got disqualified. Oh, he broke GMA rules! You rule breaker! We got 1st place! We just won our 1st Grand Prix! Yes! Come on, get in there, Max. Get in there. Verstappen wins the German Grand Prix. Gasly's in 3rd place. It's a double podium for the team. Get in there, my son. Get in there. 1st race win for Red Bull Honda. And it's not in the best circumstances because we got gifted it, but still, we aren't rule breakers. Hamilton, the rule breaker, broke GMA rules. No wonder he was so quick. Yes! Get in there. Get in there, man. Verstappen P4, Gasly P5. Constructors, we close up a little bit, actually, by about 10 points to Ferrari there. But our 1st race win under our belts. Get in there. Yes! There we go, race winner, marketability added on there. We got on the podium as well. Looking good, 3.1 million into the bank. It is a very, very good day in the office for Red Bull Honda and also Gasly and Verstappen there. Gasly, good podium in the end after quite a tough race. Verstappen though, P1, 1st race win. absolutely mega. Guys, be sure to smash that like button for our first race win in the season. If you're on around here to get subscribed for weekly full-on content, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.